I'm Steve. Today, we're going deep into the single most important commodity on the face of the earth, crude oil.
Look around you, right now. The chair you're in, the food you eat, the device in your hand. You have to understand it's all just embedded energy. But where does the price for all of it, the price for everything, actually come from? Well, I can tell you it's not born at your local gas station. No, it's born in a hidden world, a world most people don't even know exists.
That world is called the paper market. And right now, today, Sunday, March 22nd, 2026, we are watching. We are watching like hawks. Because if you want to understand the global economy, really understand it and where we're all headed, you first have to understand how crude oil is traded. So, let's get into it.
The entire system, the whole thing, rests on one single instrument. It's called a futures contract. Now, don't think of this as just some number flickering on a screen. It's not. This is the bedrock of the entire modern global economy.
And let's be perfectly clear about what we're talking about here. When I say one contract, we're not talking about one barrel of oil, not even close. One single contract is a binding, legal commitment to 1,000 barrels of West Texas Intermediate crude. Exactly 1,000. No more, no less.
So what is it exactly? Well, a futures contract is a legal agreement. Simple as that. It's an agreement to buy or sell those 1,000 barrels at a price you agree on today for a specific time in the future. This is the tool of the trade. It's what's used on the New York Mercantile Exchange, the NYMEX. That's the arena. That's where the world's most powerful traders set the global price for energy.
Okay, so you buy one of these contracts. You hit the button, but what did you actually just buy? Is it just a blip on a computer, a line of code, a digital IOU? The answer is much more tangible than that. It's very real, and you'll find it right in the heart of America.
Because the answer isn't in cyberspace, it's in the physical world. Every single one of these so-called paper contracts is anchored, hardwired to a physical reality. And that reality is a small, unassuming town in Oklahoma. The town is called Cushing, and it's the pipeline crossroads of the entire world.
And this is the part you really need to get. Every single bet, every hedge fund trade, every transaction made on a screen in some skyscraper in New York or London or Singapore is tied directly to a real, physical barrel of oil sitting in a storage tank in Cushing, Oklahoma. You see, the paper market is nothing. It's a ghost without the physical.
And this is where the risk comes in. You see, Cushing is the official, designated delivery point for every single one of these NYMEX contracts. But here's the catch. Its storage capacity isn't infinite. There's only so much room. So if you're a trader and you hold a contract until it expires and you haven't sold it, guess what? You are now legally required to take physical delivery of 1,000 barrels of oil. Think back to 2020. Remember that? When oil prices went negative? That's what happens when Cushing is full. When there is literally nowhere left to put the physical crude. The market had to pay people to take oil. That's how real this gets. That's how critical this one little town is.
So how do the professionals, the real players, navigate this? Well, I'll tell you what we don't do. We don't guess, and we sure as hell don't listen to the talking heads on the news. We read the market itself. We read the signals hidden in its very structure. We look at two states of being, contango and backwardation.
It all boils down to the spread, the price difference between now and later. In a market we call contango, the price for oil in the future is higher than the price today. The market's basically whispering, hey, oil is worth more tomorrow. It's a sign of oversupply, plenty to go around. But backwardation? Now that's a whole different animal. That's when the future price is lower than the current spot price. The market isn't whispering anymore. It's screaming. It's screaming, we need oil and we need it right now. Understanding this is the line in the sand between a professional and a gambler.
So, think of it this way. Contango means supply is loose. It's a time to store oil, to hoard it. But when that market flips into backwardation, that is a 5-alarm fire. It's a clear signal of scarcity, it's a sign of panic. And that's when you see the true Goliaths of industry. I'm talking about the airlines, the global shipping lines, the power utilities. That's when they'll pay anything to get their hands on physical barrels. Because if they don't, their operations grind to a halt.
So, why am I telling you all this? Why should you care about these obscure market terms? Because this isn't some academic exercise. This is directly connected to your wallet, to your financial reality, right here, right now, today.
Like I said, it's a Sunday afternoon. The markets are closed, they're quiet. The S&P 500 finished the week at 6740. So maybe you're looking at your stock portfolio, checking your 401k. You need to understand the one invisible force that has the power to move every single one of those numbers.
That force is inflation. And crude oil is the ultimate, the most truthful inflation indicator there is. If this paper market we've been talking about starts to signal a real shortage, if we see a deep, sustained backwardation settle in, then every single stock you own is going to feel the pain. Everyone. Because energy isn't just one part of the economy. It is the master input for the entire economy.
Don't kid yourself. We are living in a very high-speed, very high-stakes energy game. And the tension between that paper barrel on the screen and the physical barrel in the ground is constant. The risk never sleeps. It's always there.
So here's the takeaway, the one thing you need to remember from all of this. Forget the noise, forget the experts on TV. Just watch the front-month contract. That's the futures contract that's closest to expiring. Its price, and more importantly, its relationship to the price of the next month's contract, that will tell you everything. Everything you need to know about supply, about demand, and about where this entire economy is headed. It's the one signal that never lies. I'm Steve. I'll see you at the open.